Horror homes aren't just confined to the UK. Around 350,000 Brits move abroad each year, hoping for the perfect home in the sun. So what happens when, through no fault of your own, your perfect pad ends up being razed to the ground by the authorities?
We were just so dumbstruck.
If we don't get compensation, we'll have to go bankrupt.
Retired businessman Ken Pryor and his wife Helen had worked hard all their lives, and 13 years ago decided to spend their golden years in sunnier climes.
We moved out here really because of the weather. I've got a bad heart and I've got a bad chest, and the warm weather, of course, is ideal for my complaints.
We were introduced to a local builder who had a very good reputation.
We saw the floor plans of the house and thought that's the one we want. So we got the builder to go ahead and build it.
We didn't know anything about buying property in Spain, but we didn't come out as a pair of idiots. The house was 100% legal from start to finish.
A year later, the couple sold their family home and made the big move to Andalusia and their new 3-bedroom villa in the town of Vera.
As we opened the front door for the first time and we looked inside, I can remember me actually saying, wow, look at this. Everything was marble, brand new. We never had a house brand new before. It was just idyllic.
Life was good.
3 years into their life in the sun, youngest daughter Louisa was inspired to join them.
Mum and Dad were so happy out here and they just looked so healthy, so I thought, no, I'd come out and give it a go.
But the day after Louisa arrived, the Pryors got a call from a builder that would kick off a traumatic series of events.
We didn't realise there was anything wrong until we were asked to go to the town hall. There they presented us with a letter which said we had 15 days to knock the house down, and if we didn't, they would knock it down and charge us for that.
They contacted their solicitor, who reassured them their house was legal, but it wasn't that simple.
The regional government had been to court with the mayor of Vera, and between them they had held a secret court case. The judge had stamped demolition order.
What Helen and Len didn't know was that before the first brick was laid, the regional government had advised the local planners not to build. The land was designated rustic, and in Spain, that means you can't put a house on it. Helen and Len were determined to fight the demolition notice. The legal process was still ongoing when almost 2 years later, they were told a demolition date had been set.
On the morning of the demolition, Len got up and he said, I'll make us a cup of tea, and we didn't have any water and we didn't have any electricity. He then looked out the front and saw the police everywhere.
Their beautiful Spanish home had cost them their life savings and their home in the UK. But this shocking day was about to get even more horrific.
I walked out into the garden and that's the last I remember of it. I just collapsed.